Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex, and what's this? 2 rant videos in 2 weeks? Man, I'm on a roll. Now, this video is a bit more of a lighthearted one, and I got the idea after an image of the Nier Automata collab was released earlier, and after seeing Beastman Rage 88 talk about it. Now, I've never played Nier Automata myself, but I know that this girl 2B comes from it, and this is where my knowledge ends. The 5 Overwatch characters in question getting skins for this are Vendetta, Mercy, Kiriko, Lifeweaver, and Wu Yang. Now, Vendetta hasn't gotten a collab skin before this, but the other 4 heroes have all been featured in multiple collabs before. Mercy and Kiriko have been featured together in the recent Hello Kitty collab and the Lay Seraphim K-pop collabs. Mercy, Lifeweaver, and Wu Yang were featured in Persona 5. Kiriko was in the Airbender and Street Fighter collabs. Now, some honorable mentions of some of the heroes who also receive a lot of collab skins are Widowmaker, Zenyatta, and Juno. And I know that outside of collaborations, Mercy, Kiriko, and Juno get a lot, and they sell well enough to the point that they keep getting them. I was curious if their pick rate affected how often they get these skins, so I went into the Overwatch website and I looked at the PC mouse and keyboard pick and win rates. Now, the numbers do vary by America, Europe, and Asia, but characters like Kiriko are selected incredibly often across all rank levels and countries. Now, I am guessing here, so take this with a grain of sand, but I imagine that the people who collaborate with Blizzard most likely get access to the skin sale numbers, and they see on the graph, oh, Wu Yang makes a lot, Mercy makes a lot, so on and so forth, and that influences which Overwatch character gets the skin, even if they may not always fit the character in question. Now, the problem isn't with the collabs itself. There are a few that I have really enjoyed, such as the Street Fighter one and the K-pop one and the recent Hello Kitty one, but now it seems like it's the same 3 or so characters included in every single one. My main 3 heroes are Symmetra, Sombra, and Mercy. You need to leave! And the frequency of when each character gets a skin ranges from once or twice in a blue moon to a horde of moths flying out of my wallet. And I also play quite a bit of Wu Yang, but I haven't bought anything for him since the Joker skin came out. Speaking of which, ever since the loot box system came back into the game about a year ago, the only time that I really spend money on skins outside of the battle pass is on the collab skins. In the last month alone, Mercy has gotten the newest mythic skin, the Pom Pom Pudding skin, and now the Nier Automata skin, which will most likely be a legendary quality. It is very expensive to be a support main, and it's very easy for someone who does buy every single Mercy skin, Kiriko skin, Juno skin, Lifeweaver skin, to easily spend hundreds of dollars on these virtual cosmetics. And as somebody who does play the heroes mentioned, I don't think it's fair for Juno, Mercy, and so on to get collab skins just 2 weeks after the previous one ended. And unless Kiriko or Mercy or whoever it is fits the character in question, I don't think they should always be included. And I have the sneakiest suspicion that Ran will be joining her brother Wu Yang when it comes to seeing how often she will appear in collabs. Overall, I understand that Blizzard is a company and their #1 goal is to make money. Money is how players get things like animated shorts, new heroes, and even more collabs, and they're going to give the skins to whoever makes the money. And my silly little YouTube video isn't going to magically change who gets skins. They can make money, however, on characters who don't receive a lot because their fan bases are desperate for some new content. I do think that this can open up an interesting discussion in the comments on how and why certain characters are always included, whereas others are left in the corner like the ginger stepchild is. Now, my dream collab would be if Blizzard makes a deal with Rainbow, ended up releasing a Winx collaboration, and I actually made a sticky note of this on my computer of different characters, trying my best to focus on characters who don't often appear in collabs, and the list that I came up with is as follows. So Anran, I gave to Bloom, Fairy of the Dragon Flame, Anran uses fire. Stella, I was debating on Mercy because she has a staff that can be easily used for the Ring of Solaria, or Alari because she has the powers of the sun, and Stella is the Fairy of the Shining Sun and the Moon. Tekna, I gave to Echo, Fairy of Technology. Echo is a robot. Her head can be turned into Tekna's helmet. Her wings can easily be made to look like Tekna's wings in her Magic Winx Charmix form. Musa, I gave to Sombra. Sombra would fit Musa's tomboy vibes a lot better. Flora, I gave to Symmetra because Symmetra has a lot of flower imagery in her skins and sprays, including lotus blossoms. Sojourn being Aisha or Layla, depending on what dub you grew up with. Aisha uses water or waves, and Sojourn has the water esports skin. Icy, I gave to Freya. She has an ice type skin already, as well as wearing a cape and a ponytail. Darcy, I gave to Moira because they give off similar vibes. And Stormy, I gave to Widowmaker because I think she just fits better with the character.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more of my content, then please subscribe to Sweet Histortea, a channel full of random facts, lots of sparkles, and tons more videos to come in the future. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!